What do you think we're doing today? We got the rake on, we got 36-inch tooth bucket, and we got this old pad here where we tore that little garage down. So now Corey wants to tear this down. It's a house up here on the front of a piece of property he bought. He built his house back here a little while back, and we're gonna try to save this concrete patio up here, but we got a little house to tear down. It's gonna be I don't know, it's gonna be a little strategic because we've got half of it on crawl space right there where the center block is. That's on basement. It's got 8-foot walls on it. So I'm hoping what I can do is I can get everything pulled down, sit into this crawl space, because he wants to try to burn it in the foundation instead of putting it in a dumpster, try to save on some money. So I'm gonna have to try to fold all this in instead of tearing it out and loading a dumpster or loading a truck, which we normally do. So I'm gonna have to try to fold it all in. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to take these fronts off first and try to punch all these walls in, maybe fold the sides in. I don't know what it's gonna do. We'll have to see. I know there's basically, you know, structural walls in the middle of the house, so I should be able to get this half to come down and maybe pull or push on the other side once we get in there, but it'll take a little bit. And this center block wall for the crawl space is not in very good shape at all. It's crumbled in a bunch of spots, so I should be able to get it to knock down in and kind of get ramped in there and get to the rest of the house. But there's the 65. You can kind of get a scope. It's not super huge, but with the elevation falling off in the back and it's on a basement and stuff like that, it might get real strategic on the back. Anyways, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can just pull it to me and lay everything down into it, but time will tell. Give me a little bit and we'll get started on her. want me to just leave it like that? You can scrape the shingles off on the ground instead of getting all the wood in the dumpster?
It's a pain to, I mean, it's a lot of work to scrape them off. I mean, I can try pulling some of them off, but...
I mean, that way it's kind of out of the way. Nothing's going to hit you from here. I mean...
Right. I mean, I can pull some of them off. I don't know if I can scrape off.
I didn't know... Scrape them like that, and then you can throw them in your bucket or something. You know what I mean? Instead of getting all that wood and taking up all the space. My 36-inch bucket. I wanted to see if I liked it better. Usually I use my 24s, so I figured I'd see how I like the bucket. It'd be nice if we weren't saving this concrete up here in the front. If he wants to save his concrete, I would almost like to rip the concrete out. And some people might ask why we are trying to get the shingles off. Well, he's wanting to burn this. He doesn't want to put it in a dumpster if he doesn't have to. So he's going to try. He wants to burn. And he's actually going to burn it in the foundation. So there's a crawl space up here in the front, and there's a basement in the back. So I'm gonna have to get a little strategic. That's why I'm trying to just make a pile in here, and then that way maybe I can have a space to knock through the floor over here where I can process it down and make sure I can get into the basement safely. That's why I was saying it'd be nice if I had my 75. I'd have the reach that I knew I probably wanted. This overhanging porch is nice, but it makes it to where I don't really want to try to get inside that wall underneath the porch. Tell I'm wobbling on this concrete. That's how it'd be nice to rip the concrete out, but he wants to try to save it, so try to get it to happen. Just a little harder on being stable. make that really come into play. I mean, I'm not worried about the debris. Just worried, you know, it makes it easier to be a little more stable. But see, I can see through it doing stuff like that. That makes it a lot nicer. Okay, let's not lose this little porch because it looks like it's wood. So need to get through it. Well, I guess it'll probably be the same as the floor of the house, I guess. Rip this front porch wall out. She gone. Came over, there's a freezer down in the basement. He was going to try to get out. He's like, you think you can get that out? I'm like, I can't reach it. It's at the back of the foundation. And then two, he's wanting me to pack all this stuff on top of me, and like, I don't have anywhere to put everything. I got to put everything in the basement. That's going to be our burn pile. They've got this floor like double sheeted. It's crazy. Oh, there's the stairs. We need to get the stairs out of there. It's going to take up some space. Get them ripped out. Here's this freezer. I don't think I can reach that thing. Probably not. I can touch it. I think that's about all I'm going to get is I'm going to be able to touch it. I can't. I'm not going to be able to pull that thing out of there. We'll see though. I mean, I'll try to get it out. I think that's the last thing that I was worried about getting out of the basement was that freezer. That was like 3D. Maybe not for you guys, but that block of wood came flying up at me. That was crazy. I mean, I can touch the freezer. Had it. There you go, we got your freezer. He was worried about this freezer, I don't know why. He was worried about the dang freezer. That's a heavy freezer. There you go. There's a freezer. is gonna go. I'm just ready to have evasive maneuvers. Oh! We'll just pick the whole thing up. Okay. Didn't expect that. I mean, apparently I can just pick the whole thing up. Now try to shove it into the hole, stab her a little bit. Wow. Gain more power. Alright, hang on. We're gonna get down here on this other side, maybe. I don't know what to do with it. I thought if I could get it to go into our deal, we'd be in pretty good shape. Going on here. See if I can get this just to push right on over. That worked pretty good. Hopefully you can see what's going on there. That worked pretty good. Alright. Well, we got that roof in the hole. I probably need to process it, and obviously I can get this whole thing to lift up. Wonder how heavy that is. Wonder if I can pick that whole floor section up. All the way up, but I can move it around, get it down here to where Corey can push it around with the skid loader. Alright, there we go. I'm cool with that. Alright, well, we're almost done. I got this back wall left. I'm wondering, I was going to have Corey grab it with the skid loader, but I'm wondering if I could grab it and pull it, and oh, look at that, dude, just like that. Yep. She back on, guys. She back on. Finishing up, kind of cleaning up some of the stuff in between there, but there's where the house used to be. She gone. I'm gonna have him try to grab that with the forks, and it looks pretty substantially built, like overbuilt, but he can fork that up and literally sit it on top. If not, he can cut it with a chainsaw and he can move it around, just sit it right on top of that. But tell me that's not awesome to burn in. Burn in the old foundation? I mean, that's the way to do it. I guess he's got a little bit of cleanup over here. I can grab it before I leave, I guess. But anyways, that ought to answer your question. Can you tear down buildings with a Mini? Granted, my Mini's bigger than the 35, but not by much. And I've done them before with a 35. So, anyways, if you ever wondered, yes, you can do it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I got my GoPro set up over here, so I should have a little bit of video outside. Probably died pretty quick, but I know I've got some inside video, and that's probably better for you anyway, so you get kind of first-hand perspective. But anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.